Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, my name is Tamara Moore. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am just really excited because I just received a product from what's going to be offered for a sampling of what's going to be offered for online exclusive that's going to happen in March 1st. So I'm really excited to show you. And then I wanted to play with it because I have a card idea and some of the stuff in here I wanted to play with. So first I'm going to go ahead and show you the sampling, and then we'll go ahead and get started and make a fun project. We're going to be playing with embossing folders today and lighting the way stamp set. And then we'll have some projects coming up with this sampling when I get a chance to play with it. So let me get you turned around and we will show you that little sampling. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Is going to start having online and exclusive, as I just mentioned. That's going to be starting March 1st, and there will be other products. I don't know what they are either. That can be ordered as of March 1st. But this is just a sampling of some of the products that are going to be available. Just a side note, some of the items will be, there's no end date. Probably when they run out of supplier, they stop making it. And there's other items that will be in there that are while supplies last. So hopefully I'll get more info on that to share with you as it gets going. But I just wanted to show you the sampling product that I ordered. So this here they have, these are fun. These are called loose frosted dots, and you can use these for shaker cards, or you can put some glue on your card. Look at how pretty those colors are. I don't know if you can see, they're just really pretty. Very beautiful colors, and there's different sizes in there. You can use them for shaker cards, or you can put some glue on them and use them as your embellishments on your card. So that's one of the new items that's going to be exclusive online only. You cannot order any of this stuff through the catalog. You have to order online. Another fun thing, you guys all know I love embossing folders. There's a 3-pack of 3D embossing folders with some fun textures. So this one has kind of like it almost looks like a starfish type of background. I don't know if you can see that. This one just has like a crisscross kind of gridish, broken grid kind of pattern. And then the dots. Oh, these dots are beautiful. So some fun new embossing folders, and it's in a 3-pack. Then this is cane weave that I ordered because, you know, I love embossing folders. This is in the mini catalog. That's going to be fun. Another set that's really fun. I love alphabet sets. You can do a lot with them. Maybe special. You can, you know, put a name specific to that person. I can't think of the name of it right now. Personalize the gift with their name, the card, or whatever. But this has all of these stamps in here, the alphabet and the pretty greenery. That would be fun to play with as well. And then they have this suite. Well, this is not part of the suite. This is some beautiful, it's 12 by 12 specialty paper. You get 2 of each design, and I'm just going to open it up here and show you these designs. This is like a cream with the gold on it. So pretty. And then you've got the white with the silver. And then you have this rose gold type of color. I don't know what color the background is. I can't tell because the rose gold is making it look pink. I think it's just a white background. Isn't that beautiful? That's going to be fun to play with. So that's going to be on the online exclusive as well. And then we have this suite of products. So we have this Irresistible Blooms. It has these really nice sentiments, these beautiful little flowers and a splatter. This is a red rubber stamp set. And then the dies that go with it. I love the dies. And like I said, I just opened it, so I haven't cut anything out of it yet. This is a pretty one. These will cut out the flowers, and the leaves, and then you've got some pretty leaf cutouts you could do too. This beautiful border right here with the circles, this is going to be fun. I can't wait to do some projects with it. And then this big round one, you could put your sentiment right here in the middle, or something else. This can be really fun to play with. I think it's a really simple design, but beautiful. So also with the suite is this beautiful paper. It's 6 by 6. I believe there's 48 sheets in it. The colors in there are Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, and I believe they said that is a color that they brought back. Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, another one that they brought back, and Soft Seafoam. So I'm hoping that they'll have this cardstock, the Lost Lagoon and the Pretty Peacock, along with the stamps, colors, and stuff. We'll see what they have to offer. But let's look at this beautiful paper. So you've got, you'll have 4 sheets of each. So there's the really pretty flowers. And on the back, it has this background without the flowers. Very versatile. And then this is kind of the grid pattern that's on that embossing folder. So you've got this really pretty piece, and the same thing, you've got the background color just by itself. This here is what that one die cuts out that has the lines and the circles. It'll cut something like that out. And then the back just has the same background. Look at this beautiful leaves. Oh, so pretty. And the background on that. And then these beautiful flowers. I'm going to have to try the die set and see if it will cut out some of these white flowers. I'm thinking it might. So you've got those with the pretty white flowers on there, and then that background. Some more of these beautiful leaves. And with the background. This one, I really love this one. This one is so pretty. It kind of looks like underwater plants with the bubbles. And then you've got this, for this they did the peak background with like this squared pattern on the back. This really pretty light green leafy pattern. And then the green with the dots on the back. And we've got this darker color of that leaf pattern, and then this has those lines and circles kind of in that same color, tone on tone on the back. That's beautiful. Here's some more of the white flowers, but with a different background. And then we have some more of a grid type. That's really pretty on the back. And then we have these leaves here, splatter background. And then these leaves with some more of that fun background. The simple backgrounds I really like if you wanted to switch it around. I like both sides of the paper. So that is the sampling of the online exclusive that's coming starting March 1st. And I can't wait to see the other products that are going to be available as well. But I think this set here is just such a beautiful set to get this in the paper together. You could have a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera, get ready, and we're going to play with the embossing folders and the Light the Way bundle. I'll be right back. Okay, I have got everything ready, and we're going to be playing with Lighting the Way stamp set and dot. It's a bundle that's currently in the mini catalog, and I love this set. The stamp set is so pretty. I decided you actually have a choice. You can choose the red rubber or you can choose the photopolymer. I chose the photopolymer just so that I could see through when I'm putting these little lights on my fireflies. So I just love this set. And then the dies that come with it. And I'm only using these 3 right here, which is part of the firefly. I haven't played with anything else, and I'm really excited to create something with this lantern. So these dies are so cute. I'm really excited to play with this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the dies away. I've already prepped my cards. The first one we're going to do is not an embossing one. It's going to just be a simple card, simple stamping. So the colors I'm going to use for it is Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, and Old Olive. Okay. Early Espresso is in the cardstock, and it's in some of the stamps that I'm doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this is a trimmed quarter. This is 4 by 5 1/4 piece, and I'm going to be using this Petal Pink cardstock, and I have this label that I'm going to use here. Now I've already done a sample. I'm just switching up the sample a little bit. And the first thing we're going to do is get all our greenery on. So I'm just going to lay that aside. And you could add different layers of green if you want. You can stamp off and add some different layers. Make sure you're in my screen here. All right. So I'm going to start with this really pretty leafy one here. I'm going to move that aside because we don't need that yet. And just go ahead and ink it up. Now I'm going to do the top first, but the top is down here. So I'm just going to add some branches, a few leaves here. Like that. So that's my top. And then here on the side, I'm going to go ahead and add this down in the corner here. And I'm going to move it just a little bit and stamp off just to give another image there. Just clean off the stamp. Then I'm going to bring in this other larger one. And this is just, we're not doing any die cuts on this one. This one is just going to be just the stamped images. So you can see how easy it is. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to move this over a little bit and give like another little bit there just to kind of fill it in. Then they have this little leafy piece that I'm going to go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across the whole bottom with this and stamp off as well. It will give it like grass in the background. I'm going to do this all across the bottom. Okay, so now we have this grassy thing, and I think I want something taller up there a little bit. So I'm going to add, there's this last leafy section here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to do it, I'm going to stamp off once. And then do it when you stamp off and put it over darker, it gives the illusion that it's in the background. So that'll kind of fill that up a little bit. And I think I'm going to add some leaves right there. There. That's good. Now we're going to get our bugs out. So I'm going to do, there's 3 different sizes of fireflies here, or lightning bugs. And I'm going to start with the big one first to kind of get that where I want it. And I'm going to use Early Espresso for that. I'm going to kind of stamp that right there. And then the next size down, Same thing, early espresso. Stamp him right there. And then the little guy. See, he's facing that way. I'm gonna stamp him like that. Now I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to go ahead and get that stamped on my card here. And I'm going to do that also in early espresso. But I'm going to stamp it on this piece here. So I'm going to try to center this. And it says you are all kinds of wonderful. There we go. Okay, so next color, we got a little bit more stamping to do on the background here. I'm going to put that aside. And we're going to use our Daffodil Delight for that. So I'm going to grab the big light. I'm going to put that on the back end of that bug. Oh, so fun. And then the next size down, put it on the back of this bug. And that little one right there. Now, one more thing I wanted to try, because this card is just about done, so that's that piece. We're going to take this piece, and there's this really interesting stamp here that's kind of like a swirl, so I'm going to just see. I'm thinking I want it in the background, but I don't want it as dark as the word, so I'm going to test out my first, second. The second generation will probably work just fine. So I'm going to kind of just put that here. That way you have some bugs going there. And I didn't stamp off, but that's okay. It still looks okay. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to do the inside piece. And I stamped a little bit in this inside piece just because I thought I just like the leaf stamp. So we're going to go back to our old olive. This is another piece of 4 by 5 1/4 trimmed quarter piece. So we're going to take this, kind of looking at my sample here, our old olive here, and we're going to stamp that there, stamp a little bit there. There'll be plenty of room to write in here, but I just thought it would be pretty with a little bit of some leaf going around some of the edges. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do another firefly here. Take the medium firefly. Put him right there. And the medium light glow and Daffodil Delight, and stamp that behind him. Okay, so there's our inside piece for our card. Now we can get our card all put together. grab our pieces. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and put our card front on. I'm mounting this on a piece of petal pink. And then put our inside piece in. All right, there's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount this right there. I think I'm just going to glue it flat just to keep it flat. Okay, there's a simple card, stamped card with the fireflies or the Lighting Your Way bundle. I think it turned out so cute. Now you can always do more with it, add some embellishments to it. Here's the sample that I made, and I did this with the old olive in the background and stamped directly onto the card, and then my inside here. All right, so the next card we're going to make is we're going to use an embossing folder and that bug die cut, and the colors I'm going to use this time are Garden Green, and I'm still going to use the Daffodil Delight and the Early Espresso, and I'm using I think this is Pink Flamingo or something like that. Cardstock, I have a round and I have a scallop edge and 2 pieces of trimmed 4 by 5 1/4, one for the matte and one for the base. And then I have this, I think it's called Tasteful Label Dies. I have this piece here that I've cut for the sentiment. So what we're going to do first, I think what we're going to do first is we're going to put together this bug. So what I did is I cut the body out of the Early Espresso, and then I cut the wings and the bottom out of vellum. So I'm going to go ahead and get those attached. I'm going to grab first I'm going to grab this Daffodil Delight marker, and I'm going to color on the back of this, just because the stamped doesn't dry well on vellum, so I thought I would just color this little end here with the alcohol marker to give it that little bit of a yellow light. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue that on. And this goes on the back, so I'm going to flip him around. And I'm going to put some glue on the top here. And it nestles really nicely on here. So you can just line it up with the head there. It has the same shape. And get that on. And then the wings go this direction, and this also will line up right behind the head. So we're going to flip him back over. Get the glue here on the top of this section right there. Just kind of line that up, and I'm going to flip it over and make sure it's lined up good before that glue dries. Perfect. Just twist it just a little bit. And now we have our firefly with its glowing bottom. Okay. So next, I want my white pieces here. So I'm changing up this sample just a tiny bit as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this Garden Green. I'm going to add some foliage around here because we're going to emboss. So again, we're going to grab our leafy piece here. And I'm just gonna kind of add some around the edges. You don't need too much. And I'm just going to use just this leafy edge stamp here. I'm going to go to the side here with that. Okay, that's good for me. And then that's ready for embossing, so we'll let that dry a minute. Now I want to decorate this. So this idea came from something that my coworker, my customer, my friend showed me, and that inspired me to make this. So, but it is a little bit different. It is with my kind of twist, but the concept's the same. I don't remember who it was on Pinterest that showed that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this leaf here, right there. And then I'm going to take this other longer one. And kind of place that right there. And that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, so now for some embossing. I just have to decide what embossing folder we're going to use. And I think we will use, I kind of like the star one. We're going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to use it for both. So I'm going to emboss these really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, I've got the cards embossed. Look at that beautiful embossing, or the pieces, and this one as well. Okay, so now we can go ahead and mount this to our card base. I'm going to move this out of the way. There is that. That's mounted. And now we're going to go ahead and mount this piece onto the scalloped edge here. Now you can do any shapes. You don't have to do circles. You could do squares, whatever shapes you have that you could do something out of rectangle and emboss both pieces. I just found it easier to do this than to try to stamp with those long stems and cut it out of this, so like the shadow technique. Okay, so we have that, so we're going to go ahead and just mount that right there in the center. Oh, the one thing I did not do, well, let's hope I can get the color on there. I need to get the yellow. You want to do this before you emboss your paper, but let's see what we can do here. So what I'm going to do, I know I want the bug on here kind of at an angle, so I'm just going to eyeball where I want this and kind of pick it up, and I'm just going to push it in. this color looks like here, if this is... I'm going to color it in since I forgot to stamp it beforehand. There we go. Okay, so those markers can save that. And then I'm just going to put my bug right there. That worked out perfect. Okay, now the last thing to do is stamp the sentiment and the inside piece. All right, so there's that. So we're going to go ahead and pull this back in. And I'm going to stamp Follow Your Dreams. And try to get this on straight. That looks good. I think I'm going to stick that right there. Let me see, get there. Yeah, let's go ahead and stick that right there. Okay, and now the inside piece is going to be very simple. We're going to grab this garden green again. Just grab one of the foliage here that we used on the card. Stick a little bit in the corner there. And do the same thing. I'm going to grab the medium bug. Get that stamped on there. And the medium circle. And get that put on the inside. And there we go. There's our Follow Your Dreams card with this cute little lightning bug. I think that turned out really cute. Now you could definitely embellish it some more. I will show you the other card I did. Now I did this also with just the green. And I didn't stamp around the edge, but after making it I felt like maybe I needed to, just to add some more texture. I used that, looks like wall texture. I can't remember what the embossing folder is on the background. And then I used a butterfly and flower one for the inside. So I used two different embossing folders, and I just used a smaller yellow, and I didn't cut this out of vellum. This is where after I did this, I thought, you know, it'd be really cute to have it out of vellum. And then the inside. So there are 2 sample cards that you can make, and you can change it up and it looks different each time, just some simple ones. I have some more ideas I'm going to play with. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.